I'm Brian Bristol. I'm the owner of Colorado Cultures. We're a local mycology shop. We've been around since 2019. We've had our brick and mortar for the past 4 years. This is the third annual MYCO JAM. It's an annual event that we do every end of July, beginning of August. Just to kind of showcase, to get back thanks to the community that's kind of helped us get to where we are. We wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for the people around us, and we really like to celebrate here. And that's what I really think the MYCO JAM really stands for, is getting people together, connected, and just talking about mushrooms and talking about other things. They gave us the opportunity with Prop 122 to do this beautiful thing and keep people in the legal frame is just something I really do believe in. And I'm glad to kind of help people, learn to fish and kind of just keep on fishing, opposed to, giving somebody a fish every day. Putting the power in the people's hands to kind of give them the help that they need. And I really think that's important. Yeah, it makes them feel a little bit more safe. They're putting their love, they're putting their energy into it. And it's the whole journey of the, growing the mushrooms too that they have. It's not just they come in for the health and they stay for the growing of the mushrooms, I like to say. We have people in here that, don't really partake anymore, but they still love to grow mushrooms. And that's something that really helps them out. And that's something that we really find, to be, it's really heartfelt. Brings a tear to my eye thinking about it. All the people who walk through here that we've helped throughout the years. It's really amazing. And I'm really happy to be able to do that for people.
Content presented in Cheshire Corners is for educational and informational purposes only. Please consult a legal professional if you have any questions or concerns about the content of this disclaimer, this series, or the legal implications surrounding psychedelic substances in your jurisdiction.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Come with me.
What's up, y'all? My name's Sam Pierson. I'm hanging out at the MYCO JAM here this afternoon. It's a nice, chill evening, hanging out, trying to sling some art. I'm an illustrator, painter, muralist, designer, jack of all trades. I live here in Denver. I've been holding it down over in the West Colfax neighborhood for the last 11 years, making art, and it's kind of fostering my own little community of artists and friends that make cool stuff, do art shows, kind of live in this hope to just keep making fun stuff for forever and not have to actually get a real job. I don't do much other than mushrooms, but I enjoy them a lot. I think that they've opened up my awareness to the world more than most people have. It puts you in full gamer mode, and you notice a lot of not technical NPCs, but NPC type people. We live in a weird world, and I don't know if everyone else is thinking as much as I am, but I feel like I've got way too many thoughts for my own good sometimes. As far as just thinking about the way things work, I go down the rabbit hole pretty hard. But, I have this outlet to make stuff, and it helps me focus some of the energy that I have into something productive rather than stewing in a negative place. As far as creating a general gratitude and awareness of everything around you.
Are you a grower as well, or?
No, I just I did a mural for these guys maybe 3 years ago, at one of their first locations,
Right? Yeah.
and they just invited me out to come hang out, sell some art to this. So just hanging out. I would like to try and grow some. I think it'd be fun. I grow vegetables in my house. I have a garden at home, but I have not ever grown any mycelium. Same as growing your own food.
Right,
It's
same as
just
growing your own food. Exactly.
it's rewarding to get to put in some work and see what comes from it. Natural, untreated too. You just know where you're getting things from. And now everything is so sketch. You don't know what's legit and what's not. So if society collapses, I at least know how to grow some food. Got myself a little seed bank rolling, trying to stay on top of it if I need to be. But yeah, man.
Do you have like a website, social media?
Yeah. On Instagram, I am _ Sam Pierson. Website is spierson.com. Reach out if you want to make some cool shit. I love collaborating with people on fun projects. So thanks for tuning in.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream. Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream. Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time.
This song's called Lost Again.
Times you're looking out for me, God Lord, it's what's striking to make my choice to be part of this thing. What is yours to be just you with me?
And an announcement from our leader.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Hey, how's everybody going? Hope everybody's having a good time here at the MYCO JAM, 3rd annual MYCO JAM. So just wanted to say thank you for coming on out. Definitely check out all the vendors and check out the adult bouncy house. Got a lot of fun things going on, and we'll be going on until about 10 o'clock. So again, I just want to thank everybody for showing up this year and making it a really fun event. We couldn't do it without you. So thank you again. Brian from Colorado Cultures. Appreciate you.
Find time when I think you smile, my heart is shaking just to have a mile from your house, from your house, from your house, from your house. Here we go, Michael. If I could just take some time, maybe I could just change my mind to get us away from this life, from this life, from this life. If I could just take some time, maybe I could just change my mind to get us away from this life, from this life, from these lives.
Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm Ryan Mecillas. Out here at MYCO JAM 2026, third annual MYCO JAM. Second time for me being here. Honestly, how I ended up here was I was putting together some shows that I wanted to play, and I saw MYCO JAM, a flyer for it online. I reached out and they were like, yo, come out and party, come out and play. You know, I show up. Whenever there's a stage, I'll play. So it's kind of my style. Luckily tonight I got to play with my buddy Carrie Zelli. He's the drummer for our band. So we do like full band sets and stuff like that, but we stripped it down, brought the cajon out, and had some fun. And then I met Jonathan here with the camera.
So are you a mushroom grower or?
I am aspiring. So I'm one of those people who has a lot of different hobbies. So I've grown a lot of other stuff. And I currently have like a garden in the backyard, and I know how to do all the mushroom grow stuff, but it's one of those things where it's like get out of the tutorial land and into the hands-on stuff, right?
Right.
Because I've grown all kinds of different stuff, and as you can imagine, and everything's fun to grow, but mycelium and learning about all that stuff and how it actually works and reproduces is really sick. So I super support everything mushroom related, right? It's so sick. I actually, over here by Bear Creek, I went and I found a huge lion's mane in the wild. It was in a horse trail. So like there's the walking trail, then there's the horse trail on the other side. Massive freaking lion's mane grown out of an old log. Like it blew my mind, and I'm like, man, that's the power of like mushrooms. It's so different from everything else. You just can't help but wonder about it. My friends or anything that are curious about it, I'm like, oh, I know a place or I know a spot where you could learn more about it. Like it doesn't have to be scary, or like I like to demystify things, right? Because like it's so easy to get started growing, especially with a spot like Colorado Cultures, right? And like it's not scary. You're not going to mess it up. You might mess it up, maybe, but like that's part of the learning process, right? And like getting excited about that. That's why I like anything that grows, anything that lives. I'm into that stuff. Yeah, I think that seriously, anybody with an open mind, even just a little bit, can see that like if it helps, it's that old saying. I like to bring this up. If it helps just one person, right? If it helps just one person. So you can't say that about one thing and then not about another, right? So if it's helping people, and like you brought up the veterans, I have friends who were veterans and they say the same things. So it really does help. Once again, I'm Ryan Mecillas. Super stoked I got to play MYCO JAM 2026. If you want to look me up, you can just Google my name, Ryan Mecillas, Mecillas. It's at Ryan Mecillas Music on Instagram. My website is Linktree, so it's link.tree/Ryan Mecillas.
I hope you made it home. Call me on the phone if you still have time. I've got an idea how I can leave this open-ended, but please don't leave me broken, stranded. These dreams of memories are all that I can see without you. And I wouldn't ask for more.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so I'm the owner of a kava company, ColoradoUnlimited.com. We're focused on trying to get away from alcohol. We've seen the disruption, the impact, and we've seen the effects of alcohol addiction on people all around us, and it's quite disturbing. But what we've seen is the electric ability of kava to bring them out of that depth. And we've seen it like transform people into such amazing individuals. You hear about their past, you hear about what they've been through, and it's just immaculate to see the difference, the shining light and difference. Yeah, so the future of humanity is going to need a shift within the vibrations of substances that we collectively take in. Right now, most of us substances that we take in is alcohol and lower vibrational, meant to shut us down and quiet us from the surroundings that we're in. But as we step forward into the future, we're going to see the rise in non-inebriating substances that's going to awaken the population up and bring them to their full potential, connecting them socially, connecting them collaboratively, you name it. But in the past, my experience with mushrooms has been effective at shifting me away from bad habits or recognition of like ego or illusion that like suffocates me. Going across the whole spectrum, mushrooms have been the most effective at changing me interpersonally and going to a depth that I cannot reach with any other experience. It's interesting, the first 2 times you experience it, I would say is more of a fun journey experience, playful. But the moment that you hit that third moment is when it really steps into practice and starts showing you what you can work towards and how you can change. And the influence on it, as I've seen from others and the spaces I've been in, it can be immaculate, like I said before. My background's actually in neuroscience. I have a doctorate in computational neuroscience. When I don't have one, working towards one, looking up to the mechanisms that exist within my conscious, I was passionate in forming a truth or a foundation that can be revolutionized. But the thing I've recognized as you sort of explore the world of computational neuroscience or neuroscience in general, the thing that's fascinating is how it sort of turns up the gain of your internal world, allowing you to almost project it external to witness your own insights just showing around you on the room. The fascinating aspect is the amount of control you have over these experiences and how like just internal adjustments can directly influence your physical environment, may your physical environment reflect back into you. And that's the more transformative aspect. You can't deconstruct something if you're never able to touch it. And that's give you that unique opportunity to step in and collectively adjust it and fine tune it and become aware of it, of the massive rocks that hide within the ripples of your own conscious.
Right. Yeah.
The void.
The exploration of consciousness, basically. Yeah. And it sounds like you're actually saying that you could actually cause physical change to the world around you.
Yeah. So the concept of the inner mind outer fluctuation or like control over like vibration and like energy shifts. So I think of it like an alchemist. It's something that is not really well understood, that sits more into like the metaphysics, is like a vibe theory for a lot of hippies and like, like kind of those no-namers like have brought in, which is very legitimate. It's very factual that there is such thing as a vibe in a room, someone offsetting a vibe or projecting something. Even what's internal, may it be like food, you turn into what you eat, you turn into what you bring into your own state of being. So the concept of an alchemist, someone who actually becomes far aware of this sort of vibe transformation and control over the vibe, can do great things and wonders for communities and collectives and social projects, wake you up to enable you to become this transformative being within inside the physical realm. Now, directly influencing matter, I would argue against, but directly influencing the matter of a society, a political spectrum, or just like the workplace environment that you sit in each day, it is massively transformative in that capacity. Also, the beautiful part is when you start talking about the implications of spirituality and the ether or the unobservable entities that directly have influence on our own realm. And it's interesting because they also sit within a vibe, and sort of the aspect of moving into a space and just feeling an off vibe is directly caused by their evidence or their connection to that environment. It's interesting because you can go up to ruins, you can go up to like various spiritual pieces, and you can still feel the energy off them. There's something attached to it that's directing towards you. So I view it as like sort of a vehicle at which you can interact with higher beings. And the only way to interact with higher beings is through their minor whispers that they push onto you. But we become so desensitized to what they're trying to offer or their ways of pushing into us that we totally just like masked them out and became like egotistical bags that like get stuck in like the worst of the worst. So in terms of that gain, in terms of that sensitivity, just enough where they can directly come into you and like support you and vibe with you and express their love for you, because that's what the universe is all about, is love. At the end of it, it's symbiosis and love, never competitiveness, competition, or exchange or deconstruction of resources.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to share?
Stay beautiful and love, no matter who it is. Love. Thank you.
So yeah, Brian from Colorado Cultures here. Just kind of finishing up our 3rd annual MYCO JAM. We had it at our Lakewood location this year. Had DJs all night, local artists, local vendors. It was a fun night, I have to admit. We had a lot of kids running around, having a great time. People made a lot of friends, a lot of connections. Kind of just what mushrooms need us to do. So, I'm just really glad that we could put this on and we could do this for the community. Beautiful evening, and I'm just glad everybody came out. Yeah, well, thanks for coming on down, and we hope to have you at the next one.
Of course.
So, yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe to Cheshire Corners. Tell me what you think in the comments. And as always, don't get psyched out.